A very good morning to all of APB's lecturers and fellow students from far and wide present here today. Firstly, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the faculty for having me. It is an honor to be here with you today virtually. My name is Hani Najwa binti Nawawi, and I would now like to thank the people who also worked on the poster with me, which are Shahira Naziha binti Mat Soot and Nur Shafina binti Muhammad Radi. Let's give a big round of applause for them. Okay, so the title of our literature review is The Art of Malaysian English, Manglish, and the first research objective is to investigate the perceptions of Malaysians toward Malaysian English. We managed to find out that Debita, in her article in 2018, stated that 45.8% of the students strongly agreed and 36.4% agreed that Malaysian English is useful for practical everyday use. A majority of the students, with 86.1%, communicate that the language is useful for personal communication as well. The second objective is to identify the common Malaysian English words used by different races in Malaysia. Therefore, we discovered that the Malay use the word kan and got the most. Kan is taken from the word in Malay, which is used integratively. For instances, she didn't come yesterday, kan? Meanwhile, the word got is commonly used as a replacement for have. From the poster, we can see the example, that got no time now, which means that does not have time. Moving on to Chinese races, they tend to use lah and can or not a lot. The skill in using lah is second nature to most Malaysian. One must know when to interject lah into the conversation because lah cannot be placed anywhere nor anytime that one likes. As an example, hey, don't play lah. Moving on to the third races, which is Indian, the most common word used is macha. Macha simply refers to an Indian male person when someone greets them in a friendly manner or when someone refers to himself being an Indian. For example, hey macha, how are you? The last research objective is to find out who and when Malaysians usually communicate using Malaysian English most. According to Kwang in 2017, 45% of the respondents communicate using Manglish with their friends of the same ethnicity. Meanwhile, 26% of the respondents using Manglish with their families. Kwang also mentioned that 24% of the respondents communicate using Manglish when they are not fluent in English, and 22% of them due to factor of less educated, and 20% of respondents use the language during lectures. As a conclusion, we would like to say that Manglish has become a part of life of the speakers as it fulfills their communicative needs. And the most common Manglish word used by Malay are kan and got. Chinese use lah and can or not, meanwhile Indian use macha. Lastly, Malaysians communicate using Manglish when they are with their families and friends due to different reasons. With that, I conclude my presentation. Thank you.